We'll go to retail. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cypher, and today I'm doing an educational commentary on PC with an Xbox One Elite controller. Okay? The reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys that if you play the game properly and you take the tips that I'm giving you and apply them, even if you're out of your element. I rarely ever play with a controller, okay? Even if you're out of your element, I want to show to you that it is possible to still win games while having a disadvantage, like playing with a controller on PC. So right now, we're going straight down. We're going to go to Retail Row. I'm going to be using an Xbox controller during this match. This is not on the Xbox One. This is on PC, so we're going to be going against people using mouse and keyboard. And, you know, obviously it's going to be a lot harder to get the win, and I might have to play a little bit slower, but we'll adjust our play style and hope for the best, okay? So right now we're going to get some materials right here so we can, all right, well, that sucks. I need a little more materials. I'm going to go ahead and break this. There we go. So, knowing that we are at a disadvantage with a controller, we do have to play a little safer, right? We can't play as aggressive. It doesn't mean we're not going to be aggressive at all. It just means we got to play it a little slower than we usually play. And I'll explain that during some of the fights. We will rely on building and using cover more often than not. Just because, obviously, when you're playing with a controller, you're not going to be able to play at the same speed. And not just that, we're also playing with a controller against people with keyboard and mouse. So that's going to be even more difficult, if not done properly. There's a person with a minigun. I believe they're underneath. Yeah, I believe they're underneath. There we go. I put the floor down on him. And I just waited for him to break the floor, and I took a clean shot at him. He had low ground. He didn't really have the advantage there. Clean shot to the face. Let's keep going. Got a boogie bomb. We'll save that. I'll definitely come in handy. Right now, I'm really just in need of some shields. So, I'm hoping I can get some shields. Break the one hit things in the houses. You can get at least like 100 wood per house. I know they nerfed wood farming from trees, so that's definitely something you should start doing. Breaking those one hit pieces. Over time, like as you're looting the houses, you'll get like a couple hundred materials, so it's not too bad. All right, we got ourselves two minis. Yo, Elia D, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. I don't think I thanked you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you so much, Elia. Welcome to the Cypherhead. Again, this is my first attempt at playing with a controller on PC, like today. I rarely ever do it. I've done it like once or twice in the past. Somebody right in front of me. Can hit it with a boogie bomb. There we go. Again, this is like literally my first time playing with a controller on PC. Well, like one of my first times. I've only played with it like a couple times in the past. So it's going to be a little bit slower for me. I might not even succeed on my first attempt, but I will, you know, attempt this until I get a solid win and show you guys like the walkthrough of this gameplay. Just remember, like, if this takes me like 100 tries, then that doesn't really count. But if it takes me like 4, 5, 6 tries to get a win with a controller, I think that shows that even with a disadvantage like that, if you play the game properly and your positioning is done right, you can win. Like, Fortnite isn't about aiming. It's about knowing how to build. It's about positioning well and using whatever advantage you have available to you. Now, being able to aim well is a good advantage. Being able to build fast is a solid advantage. But it's all something you can pick up over time. As you play the game, you'll get better with your aiming, you'll get better with your positioning and building. You just gotta put more time into it. But you can apply some of the tips and tricks that I give in these videos almost instantly to improve your gameplay. Like taking high ground from your opponent, playing the circle, getting ahead of the circle early on, using building to turn the fight around in your favor. All of that you can apply to your gameplay today. The aiming and the building, that's something that over time you get more comfortable with. You just got to put more time into it. So 2 kills so far. If I had to guess, guys, I don't think we're going to get more than 10 kills with a controller, just because we will have to play a little slower. But I'll still play my aggressive playstyle that I usually play and hope for the best. I see some building over here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pop up right here. This guy had no idea what was going on. It's okay. New players entering the game every day. That's a good sign. Means the game is growing. But he did not have any situational awareness. We were able to just sneak up on him and give him a quick tap on the shoulder. We got a launch pad. I forgot. How do you use launch pads? Oh yeah, you have to click X. Okay. You have to go to your building and then click X. So I prefer, by the way, if you're wondering, I own a PS4 and an Xbox. As far as consoles are concerned, I prefer the PS4, but I prefer the Xbox controller over the PS4 controller. I have really, really big hands, and the PS4 controller feels a little bit small for my hands. I'm just not used to it. I also played Xbox mainly when I was growing up, so that's why I'm used to that. I spot somebody. Easy kill right there. Now, these wood pallets have a lot of wood. You can get a lot of wood from these guys. We started off at 350. Break 6 of these, we'll probably be up closer to 600, maybe even more than that. So there was a big shield over there. I'm gonna go grab it. I do hope that I don't just run into a lot of like new players. Like I do want to get some intense fights with a controller, because it won't be that educational of a video if everybody I'm running into is like not paying attention, or if they're new. I kind of want to get a video going where it's actually like really good fights happening. And I want to try to do some fast building with the controller and see how that goes. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we're doing educational commentary on PC, but we are using a controller on PC, an Xbox One controller on PC. I do not have a lot of experience with the controller. I do know the controls for the most part. My muscle memory is not quite there because there's no muscle memory, really. I rarely ever play with this. Sometimes I play on Xbox when I visit my parents, play squads with my brothers. Oh, got a little freeze there. I'm trying to fix that issue. I think it's a friends list issue that's causing my freezes. I wasn't able to, I don't know how to clear my friends list. I tried to look into it. I didn't really put too much time into it. I have to troubleshoot that when I get the chance. Yo, take care, Big King. My sensitivity, by the way, is 6 and 6 right now. I think that's default, or it's a little above default. I'm not sure. But my sensitivity right now is 6 and 6. 6 on X, 6 on Y. And I do have turbo building enabled, I believe. Yes, I do have turbo building enabled. I think turbo building definitely would kind of help with controller. But I use turbo building on PC on like mouse and keyboard as well. I don't just use it on controller. I use it on mouse and keyboard as well. So default is 5 and 5, right? So I have it bumped up to 6 and 6. I think I could get used to. I think I could get used to 7 and 7 as well, if I put more time into it. But we'll see. Crate dropping right here. I spot somebody off in the distance. I'm putting ramps as I approach her. She's like using Does the game recognize that I'm using a controller and is putting me against like newer players? She's using a shotgun from like that far range. Damn, I'm surprised she did that much damage from that distance with a semi-auto shotgun. Was that like 40 damage? I don't know if the game's like recognized that I'm using a controller and it's putting me like in a beginner's lobby or something. I doubt that. I doubt that's the case. Do you think that... Because so far, everybody I've run into has been a bit sloppy. Or new. Do you think the game can recognize that I'm using a controller? I don't think so. I'm not playing on console. I'm playing on PC with an Xbox controller. The game knows I'm bad. Personally, yeah. It's a possibility. Alright. This guy's building. He's building. I think we have a... bit sloppy there. I can't really push as much as I would like to, you know? I have to play it a little slower and use cover with the controller. If in that situation, as soon as I heard him shooting his I'm actually gonna back out real quick. Oops. As you can see, I'm still not very comfortable with the controller. I use the launch pad to back away. I'm gonna move back towards my launch pad. People shooting right here. I heard shots right here. Not a lot of materials left. Gotta play very, very, very passive. Aggressive, but still a lot more passive than usual. Get up here. Someone's sniping at me. Let's move our stuff around. Took the high ground from her, killed her. Somebody else sniped at me from a distance. Don't know who or where. Do I want the sniper rifle? I'll pick it up. And I'll use the purple tactical just because my accuracy with the pump is not going to be as good on a controller. So I'll take the purple tactical for the time being. People fighting over here. Someone just got killed with a rifle. There we go. We covered the walls over there. He wasn't able to knock us down. I'm not going to use the rocket launcher. Not with a controller right now. I don't feel like I'm going to shoot myself in the face using a rocket and a controller. Just not comfortable with it. I'm sure if I was comfortable with the controller, I'd be able to use that more. But I'm not comfortable with it. Solid kill right there. We're moving on in. We took the high. We built up towards him. We shot him early. Built up towards him. When he shot his rockets, we put walls in front of our ramps. He wasn't able to take out the ramps, and we were able to gun him down. I'm noticing when I'm playing with a controller, I use my AR a lot more. Usually, I use my sniper or I push people with shotguns. But like I'm relying a little bit more on taking cover and peeking with an AR, and trying to shoot them before they shoot me. That seems to be working, so we're gonna stick with that strategy. I see somebody off in the distance right here. Seems like they're fighting people. Someone just got killed. I'm gonna take the high ground here. She ran away. She's running backwards, actually. She has a gold scar. I think she did like 36 damage to me, so I dropped from 50 to 14, right? No, it's, I don't know what she shot me with, but definitely a scar. Can't see where she went. She might have went further back. We have the high ground here. High ground. I missed my sniper shot, but you know, I'm not used to sniping with a controller. Yeah, she did have a skull scar. I was right about that. You can tell what guns people have based off of how much damage they do to you. You know, just like you just gotta know, like a gray AR does 30, the green does 31, the blue does 33, I think. Scars do 35 and 36, depending on rarity. I think my scope sensitivity might be a little too high. I have not messed with my scope sensitivity. These guys are not console players, by the way. This is PC. We are playing on PC. We're just playing a little more passive and reserved and kind of taking the advantage away from people. And that might be the reason why it feels like it's a lot easier. Let's go ahead and build a 1x1. Someone's pushing us. All right. He pushed us. We just pulled out our gun and we just shot him down. Honestly, in that situation, if I was playing on PC, like if I was playing with a controller and mouse, I would have definitely just outbuilt him and then shot him. But in this situation, I don't think you can really go for the build too easily if you're not used to it. There's one player remaining. We're going to sit up here for a little bit, try to locate him, and try to snipe him for the win. This is what I would do, like if I was really like not confident about what's going on. Not so much not confident, but unsure, or if I'm weak, I'll sit in a 1x1 for like the last guy or the last couple guys. So we're just gonna sit up here and wait until that guy shows himself, and I'm sure he will eventually. We'll try to get a snipe on him. There's a bolt legendary. That's fine. You guys got to know the difference between a blue bolt, a purple bolt, and a legendary bolt is very little. There's a bit of a damage increase between them, and there might be a reload increase between them. But at the end of the day, they all do at least 100 plus body shot, at least 200 plus headshot. So like you shouldn't break your back going for like a gold bolt over a purple or a blue over like even a gold over a blue. There's not a huge difference between them. Compared to, let's say, a gray AR versus a blue AR, there's a huge difference in accuracy. There's a huge difference in damage done. So, with the bolt snipers, really at the end of the day, they all one-shot headshot. They all one-shot body shot. There's no shields, and they all have the same accuracy. There's just a damage increase, and maybe a reload time, like 0.1 seconds, reload increase. I don't know where this guy is. Okay, I was just trying to scope in, but I accidentally shot because I'm an idiot. Gotta locate this guy. I think you see that bush right there? No idea where he is, chat. You see that bush? We will have to move out of this. I just want to wait for a little bit just in case he's back here. Not the greatest little fort, because if he shoots the ramp down, it's gonna drop us, but just want to take the high ground and see what's going on. I think he might be behind over there. Oh, I see him. All right, guys. Took me a bit to line that up. That's our first game with a controller on PC, and we get an 11 kill win. You know, we didn't go against the best players. I know people in the comment section are gonna be like, dude, these guys were terrible. But you got to think about it like this. Not everybody is gonna be good. You're gonna get those games where, you know, it's like average players. And if you position yourself well, you can come out on top. I'm sure there were good players in this game that died early on, or that we got the jump on and just lasered with a scar. But yeah, these guys were not the best of talent. I will say that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll try to do more of these controller on PC games. And hopefully, like, I can get more like action against better players. But at the end of the day, if I go somebody that's even worth their like weight, I will lose with a controller if they're actually good. Most likely I will lose. Most likely if they're good, just because they'll have that advantage of keyboard and mouse. But that was our first game with an Xbox controller on PC. If you guys enjoyed that, leave a like and subscribe.